Well, hello there. Hi, everyone. Welcome, gamers and gamers like, I don't know. Hi, my name is Quimpy, and today we're going to be playing Minecraft. And yeah, happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you're all having a great time. Has it been that late? What? Oh, yesterday at 2040? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness me. Yo, Mr. Luke, thank you for the first channel points award. How? Oh, was it not letting you... Was it not letting you redeem the first? But hey, Mr. McKay, Penny, and there's Candybot. You know, seeing Candybot makes me want to drink some water, and I should probably do that anyway because, hydration. I have filled my water bottle with ice. I don't know how much water is actually in there right now because, listen to this. That thing is like basically all ice, and hopefully it'll melt into ice at the very least. It's Saturday. It's Saturday! Hi everyone. Greetings. Hi friend, welcome on in. The ice is nice. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah. Today's Saturday. Yesterday was Friday. Kind of wild, huh? How time just keeps going past. And I'd like to wish you all a very happy moon landing day. On today, like, what would that be? It was 1969. 31 years to 2000 plus 24. What was that? Like 55 years ago? Was the moon landing? Isn't that crazy, you guys? That the moon has been explored or the moon has been landed on for 55 years. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty neat. Let me check that. Let me check that. Years since 1969. It was yeah, like 55 years ago, I think. Right? Yeah. Isn't that neat? Moon Day! Moon Day! Pretty neat. 1969. It's kind of a nice year that they chose to land on the moon in. I thought I would do my priest shift. My back hurts. Bless. Well, I'm glad it was a priest shift for you. That sounds fun, but it hurt the back hurting. That is the end of our intro section. Turning on some tunes. To go on moon day. Oh, go build a honey elevator to the moon. I will build a honey elevator to the moon. This is my promise. I mean, I could, to celebrate Moon Day, I guess we could load up the version of Minecraft that had the moon on it, and then I could go to the moon. But I feel like that would require effort that I don't quite have at this moment. So I'm gonna go ahead and change the scene 3, 2, 1, and pop. That was last year's April Fool's Day, where you could go to moon. We have just returned from the Nether. Oh, music a bit loud. Hold on. That's too quiet. Is that a good volume? Yeah, that's a good volume. So if you won't be here for long, because, like, you know, my classes tend to specifically target you. Yeah. Classes have a grudge against me in particular, and I don't really understand it, but, you know, it is what it is. Not much you can do about that. But, yeah, I appreciate the heads up. Do whatever you gotta do. We have just returned from a very successful foray into the Nether, where I have, I've gotten 4 wither skeleton skulls. It was a long process. And Lady Luck proved some points to me along the way. But other than that, we're doing great. Other than that, we're doing fantastic. So we've got a couple things to clean up. Just sort of in my inventory to deal with that. First of all, I do want to, you know, just change some things out there to get in my overworld mode. I'm gonna put that in there, put that in there, and also this. I should probably start keeping water buckets in here as well as other supplies, so that I don't have to worry about running out of water in the Nether. I'm running out of the connection, so you might have to reply in text, but I hope you enjoy your stream. Oh, thank you, Penny. Oh, and there goes Candybot telling me to drink some water. Oh gosh, there's a spam bot in chat. Thank you, friend, for taking care of that. What did you pull off, Max? What did you do? It was a long process until the end where it wasn't. It was a long process until the end where it wasn't long at all. Maybe it's the friends you made along the way. Hi, Chishu. Maybe the real process was the friends you made along the way. Welcome to the troublesome Chishu. Oh, did the last message I sent get checked? I don't think it was. He says, thank you, not being the last message was about your connection. Cool. Super sleepy though. Sleepy hours. Big sleepy moments. I'm just gonna put some buckets of water into my box out there. Where's oh, I made a well specifically for this purpose. It's not the most convenient well, but I do feel like I should, you know, be drawing water from the well, right? So I've got one bucket for me. I've got actually, let's do this. I've got one bucket for me, and then I've got 3 buckets for my potions box. Actually being a mod, I mean, hey, yeah, even if you're not here for long today, you're doing your mod duties. Is it hard to mod from Turkey? Oh no, Penny, what are you doing in Turkey? Having perks in a Quimby chat, imagine, kind of crazy. What perks do you get? And I think Jishu's talking about the mods having perks. If I've understood that message correctly. And yeah, I should really use some of these potions so that I can then clear out space for other stuff in here, but that's a future Quimby problem. That's very much so a future Quimby problem here, so we're just not gonna do that right now, and it's totally fine. Bragging rights, that's true too. Food turkey is amazing. I don't know, you guys. You're trying to make a go to combat the Turkish ice cream man. Oh, look at this Alay just staring me in the eyes. That's kind of funky. Oh, this is right. You actually have beaten a Turkish ice cream man. Oh well. Hi. Hi, B flat. Okay. Listen. I'm glad that you seem that you're going to. I'm glad you're traveling the world, Penny. I just, you know, because of the way that I am, I kind of have to have a personal vendetta against Turkey. Like, it's nothing personal against you, it's just Turkey. Don't worry about it. I will say, see, this is why I carry iron around, is sometimes you just need to make, like, a cauldron or something, randomly. And I actually want to go top up a little bit on iron, because I used enough of, oh, it's nighttime. I used enough of my emergency iron that I need to refill. Me personally, I just eat the cones. I just grabbed the spoon and took my ice cream. Pop off. Max just grabbed the ice. What do you mean, Turkey? Should we be inclusive? Okay, well, there's being inclusive, and then there's being Greek. It's not. I myself, Quimby, have not necessarily had any actually terrible experiences with Turkey. I'll say that. However, those gosh darn Turks. You're Greek? I've mentioned this so many times. I mentioned this so many times. This changes my whole perspective. Really? Yeah, did I'm a little confused how you wouldn't know because I've mentioned it so much. Shouldn't tell me about it now that Quimby is Greek. Yeah, this is something we've talked about. A decent all the Turks are living in the Netherlands now. I guess if they're living in the Netherlands, that's fine. I guess if they're living in the Netherlands, that's fine. I just have to have beef with Turkey itself, you know? Quick grab the wooden horse. Is Troy projected to be where modern day Turkey is? Is that what you're implying? Or are you implying that a wooden horse would be effective against me? Which would just be not true, because remember how because it was the Greeks who had the Trojan horse. Okay, I think I need to do a round of cooking steak, because I pulled some food from my ender chest while I was in the Nether, and I need to refill it. I gotta make sure that I'm keeping up on having food supply in there. You know, it's like the point of it is there to be used, yes, but that just means that while I'm at base, I need to make sure that I'm keeping it stocked up. There's something else I decided I probably needed to put in my... oh, like some extra water buckets too, but I guess I put them in my potion box, so that's kind of the same thing at this point. Like, it's accessible for my under chest, which is the important thing. So am I not being vitamin D deficient because of her Greek genes? No, it's that I'm more vitamin D deficient because of the Greek genes. There's the vitamin D resistance that comes from being Greek. So it means that I gotta watch my vitamin D intake really carefully. Quick grab but again, I'm confused about the wooden horse. It worked against the Greeks in it. No, you guys. Oh my gosh. Just got me a big wooden horse. No, you guys. How nice to give a gift in the ulterior motives. No, guys, the Greeks made the wooden horse. It was Odysseus. Oh my gosh, it's like you guys haven't even read the Odyssey. Or the Iliad. The Greeks made the wooden horse. Odysseus had the idea, and they made the big old wooden horse, and they said, look, the Turks, sorry, not the Turks, the Trojans, which I don't know if the Trojans were Turks or not. They said, look, the Trojans, we're giving you this horse as a surrender gift. And the Trojans said, that's nice, we're bringing it into our city now. And then the Greeks said, psych! Murder, death, sacking of your city. Kind of problematic actions, actually, because Greek heroes are complicated characters. And that's how it went. That's how it went. So, you know. That's what friend was saying. Like, not me being X-Men, in fact, you do be like. Oh, okay, I would accept that answer. The French tried to Trojan horse the Americans with the Statue of Liberty, but couldn't get out because of the copper. See, I do think that would be the funniest outcome. I do really legitimately think that would be the funniest option. That the Statue of Liberty was meant to be just a massive Trojan horse, but then due to various reasons it didn't work. I think that would be very funny. I think that would be really funny, to be honest. Don't mind me. I'm just controlling the cow population. Should probably feed them a bit more. I'm definitely killing a lot of cows on this one. Oh, that's 16. So yeah, you know, let's pull out the wheat, see if we can't get see if we can't throw them a little more of a bone or something. From modern day Turkey? Really? Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense then. As an Indian, I get the tobacco resistance gene, which also works in me so I can smoke more. Well, pop off. You know, the genetics of people are many and complicated. And the way that it is. I'm just gonna say those vague sentences and pretend that that's literally anything. Cactus farm is working as intended. Skeleton rattles. Hold up. I just gotta... Oh my gosh. Come here. Or here, let's just do this. There's a cave? Okay, it's not much of a cave. Okay, what? Oh my gosh. Okay, here, let's just fill all that up, cuz I don't want to have to think about that anymore. I picture them making out, but then they meet immigration officials and they're just like, "Hey, name country of origin, ah, bless." They're like, "Well, guess we're U.S. Americans now." Gosh darn Ellis Island. Check art. Ooh, I will. Do want smoking, but like I spent so long thinking about the withdrawal systems plus stress life. Yeah. King Anna France probably was the best option. I mean, yeah, France. Quimby's pride flag? Is that me with a little Greek flag drawn on my cheek? You know, fair and reasonable. Sure. Was that the skeleton show of 87? I mean, you know, we kind of maybe pop off just a little bit. Listen, I just don't want to deal with much. There's a creeper over there. There's so much copper here. What? Literally. First of all, where did you come from? Second of all, what? When did I? What? There's so much copper here. Oh my gosh, okay. You know, I got back in hockey, my lungs were so messed up I couldn't even do as I used to. Ah, bless. One day I smoked like 800 grams a week because I want to stop so I won't have any weed laying around. Well, that's one way to get rid of your stash, I will say. I love Turkish shots. Interesting. I think this is one of your Iron Kale diamond mining caves. Pre-cube. This is almost certainly pre-cube. There's no way that I would leave something like this where it is after cube. Oh my gosh, I keep thinking that I've explored all of the caves near my house. But what the heck? There's so much going on here. Okay, well, I guess this is a mining stream now. You know, like, I really wasn't expecting that. Oh, I do want that iron. I wasn't expecting that, but it is now a mining stream. So I think here's what we gotta do: is I gotta clear my inventory for purposes. I'ma just throw everything that's unrelated to mining in there. Era's not in a good situation. I'll have to find some skeletons to attack with looting. Well, here we go. I've got left-facing torches here. Come on. There we go. That's a bit nicer. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, okay. No, I mean it's fine. It's definitely fine. I can handle this. I can deal with it. Just also, what the heck, you know? What was Alivebee getting up to, you know? Alivebee was really quite silly about most of this. just very silly, kind of in general, I think, to be an alive person. Just gotta grab for a photo what's going on. I found a cave directly under the cave that I use for agriculture and stuff. And I'd been in it, but apparently it was pre-cube because there's just so much copper and stuff hanging around. We live in a society. We live in a society. We really, honest to goodness, live in a society. Caesar smoke, we're baking here. Oof. Just by urging me to smoke again. I think maybe perhaps not the way to go there, Max. Call me crazy, but I'm thinking you might wanna rethink your stance. You know, I was admittedly thinking to myself that I need to do more coal mining. This isn't exactly what I was imagining when I said that. But I was thinking that I need to start looking for more coal again. Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully this won't turn into a whole thing. Hopefully this will just be like a quick one stream in and out. And I will go back without hesitation. Alright. Now we're going to float touch the back of his speedboat. Actually, I haven't done that. it's not really my kind of lakeside activities. I usually go more for like canoeing and stuff. I like canoeing. I think quitting is better for the future of human society. That's so true. I quit like I said because it helps me relax. I notice the progress you make, and I turn so stressful inside me, and here's the strange ring. Ah, bless. Well, I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your life, friend. If you can make whatever choices you feel would be best for you. You know, that's not something that me or anyone else in chat can dictate for you. Oh my gosh, what was Alive Bee thinking? Literally, what was Alive Bee thinking? This is right under my base, and it's unexplored. This is right under my base. Or like, if not right under my base, it's like this is very close to you know, places that I am in on a regular basis. This is, oh man. This is why we live in a society. I wanna go up there, but I have limited blocks to deal with right now. Yeesh, okay. Well, it's nighttime. So I'm asleep. I'm asleep right here. There's not anyone no explored cave under Quimby base. I know, right? It's a pixel matrix display just wanted to follow like in sub IRL. Wait, what? None of those words are in the Bible. What does that mean? Literally, what was Alive Bee thinking? This is highly irresponsible behavior. For a hardcore player, leaving something like this just unexplored? Yeesh. Kinda cringe, I don't know. It's so warm. Summer months, am I right? I personally think that July and August are kind of just the worst, you know? And I know that this is not a hot take. I know this is a rather lukewarm opinion, unlike the weather itself. But, I just think whoever signed off, wow, hiccups. Whoever signed off on July and August temperatures, should maybe be drawn and quartered or something. I don't know. It's like violence isn't the answer except for whoever signed off on July and August. I'll make them in the Bible. Do it, Penny. Do it. Is monsoon in here? Well, I don't think I've ever actually experienced a monsoon season I can remember at the very least. Oh my gosh, there's coal right there. There's also a skeleton right there. And a zombie right there. Did I even properly copper mine this area? I don't even know what to do with myself here. This is heavily disappointing. Let's just find a nice little way down. Yeah, I know. I'm coming. Where is that skeleton? No, seriously, where did that skeleton go? It just sort of disappeared. Did it fall off? Huh. Me when I fall off. Kinda wildin'. Okay. Maybe try and start and fix CC. Oh, wait, no, I don't have my laptop on. Ah, bless pin. Successfully tried to fix CC, accidentally built a nuked Kua. Somehow I don't think that that's factual information, but, you know, I guess I can't prove that. This play has done it 3 times now? Oh, wow. Fixed IDK, huh? Yo. And God Noki was renewed today? I'm close enough. I just want to check on Madagascar. I have not checked on Madagascar lately. Why? Is there something I should be concerned about there? Is there... Has something been happening? Whoop! I'm out of caving mode. If I was in caving mode, Quimby, I'd be zooming around this cave. I'm out of practice. I've been in building mode lately. Here, let's just make some sticks. Sorry, not make some sticks, make some things out of those sticks. I've been carrying those sticks around for so long, you know. The problem is I don't really want to go down there I don't really want to go down there. And so I think I will not. That I will excuse past Quimby for not wanting to hang around there. I do that's probably not a ton of copper, but yeah, we ball. Okay. Let's do good enough. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, past Quimby can be excused for this. Maybe not for leaving that coal there, but I don't want to go after it. So that I will call fine. I need to make it back up to here. Because this is unacceptable. This area. The fact that this area got lost, that's not alright. Can I log everything you do on this Wi-Fi? My goodness. That's turkey for you. See, I mean, I am a turkey disapprover, as I say. Also, turkey the country, and actually also the meat. Like, the animal is fine, but the meat, I don't like turkey. In any way, shape, or form, honestly. Whether it's, like, you know, roasted or lunch meated or fried or stuff. I'm just not a fan. So again, but I'm just activating security and they ruined it. Maybe on that. Oh no, thanks, dude. This is the sponsor of today's stream. Proton VPN, no. North VPN, South VPN, Express VPN. Oh man. Depressed VPN, no! Why is the VPN depressed? Ah! Alright, which one of you all depressed the VPN, eh? Who's responsible for this? Who did that? Who made that happen, huh? I tell you, the boss ain't happy about it. Okay, give me just a sec. And Quimby, how do you describe the relationship between Greece and Turkey? Are we talking the diplomatic relationship, or are we talking the historical relationship? Because I believe those are two different answers. You know? Like, obviously I can't I can't speak for the nation of Greece on that subject. Yeah, this is right next to my base, and that was unexplored. Insane, y'all. Insane stuff. I take pride in that. Yeah, it's like 5 times in this by now. Diplomatic, I think... I'm pretty sure they're doing alright. Not the greatest, but I think they're doing okay. They are neighbors who are not going to try to kill each other anytime soon. That's, you know... That is the goal, right? Is that no one's gonna... We just don't want people to try killing each other anytime soon. That sounds like a bad idea. That sounds unfortunate. So, yes, diplomatically, I think things are chillin'. We're talking culturally, now that's an entirely different beast. If we're talking what's the... How's the emotional relationship between the Greek people and the Turkish people? Well, now that's a whole different thing. Okay, well, I explore explored down this way and then did not continue somehow. Past Quimby is such an enigma. I genuinely don't understand some of the decisions that I made all that time ago. It's probably fine, you know? It's probably fine. But like, what the heck? Also at the same time, right? Why is it like this? Bing chilling? Mm-hmm. Ice cream indeed. Turkey and Greece are just like USA and Russia? Not exactly. Not... I don't know that I would characterize it exactly that way. Because the USA and Russia are both world powers that gained a lot of prominence and control in due to like the nuclear arms race, which, you know, which I would argue is very different from the historical relationship of Turkey, or the Ottoman Empire technically, conquered Greece for like a whole couple hundred years, subjugated the people, sold off their, you know, their important objects for their culture and history, and then, you know, yada yada yada, etc., etc. Am I right? But I would argue that that's a bit different than the USA-Russia relationship. I have to make sure that I'm not missing all the little teensy tiny copper pieces. I would like some arrows from you. Can you give me some arrows? Yes, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, I mean, normally these days I wouldn't really be going for exploring a cave like this. Does that still have like an enchanted bow or something? I really want to see if I can get the skeleton to shoot the zombie. The skeleton was doing some damage. The skeleton was really hurting for a second. Yeah, normally I wouldn't be thrilled about exploring a cave like this, but it's so close to my base that I kind of have to prevent guys like that from, you know, reigning supreme over this territory. You just gotta watch out. Thank you for the arrow. Dropping off the bones. Why is there some smoke coming out of that desk? Huh. Single at smoky sweet. One more time you tell me to follow like and somehow find a way to stop you. Oh no. Rip Penny. I think I could beat the Ottoman Empire. Well, it's gone now. It's gone now, so you definitely could nowadays. Okay, give me some arrows. Kill skeleton before you can get arrows. Thank you. And then I got the arrows. I don't know what the problem is. For the stage? Same bit of time. That's it. Just I've had enough. Oh. Penny is in upset Penny mode. Oh boy, surely this will have no greater ramifications for the people of this land. Oh! It's a mine shaft! It's a mine shaft. This has led into a mine shaft. Folks, I repeat, it has led into a mine shaft. Yo, look, that's a large iron vein. Seeing bits of copper, but mostly iron. Okay, it looks like I did reach this spot. Decided it wasn't worth it. That's probably based past me, to be honest. Does this mine shaft just begin and end here? Not really seeing more mine shaft after this point. Actually, is this literally all there is? That's kind of funny. Admittedly, that's kind of really funny. Okay, that's cool. Just a tiny little mine shaft leads to nothing. Pretty neat. Can you recreate the thing I ran like yesterday? Yeah. how you do it. I'm gonna disappear. See it? Yep. See it, Penny. Oh, and there goes Candybot telling me to drink some water. Penny. Max, thank you for the contribution to the Cult Soda. I'm not playing Cult of the Lamb right now, but are you just looking to waste points? Oh, and thank you for the stretch. I'll do that right now while I'm paused. Yep. If you guys haven't set up in a hot second, I would recommend you do it. You know, get blood flowing through your veins and arteries and, I don't know, legs and stuff. Pretty neat, pretty cool. Definitely a big fan of stretching. I'll just be right bye. Yep, see you, Max. Thanks for stopping in. Always lovely to see you. Alright. This playlist is not... I'm not loving the lack of... I'm not loving the way that the transitions are working. It's like once the music gets in, it's fine. I don't know. I'll let it run for now because this song sounds kind of fun and funky. It's just me and you, Gummy. It's just me and you. And hey, again, if you gotta disappear, don't worry about it. I know you've got stuff to do and places to be, and your classes hate me in particular, so don't worry about it. I am a-okay, alright. That's Diamond Ore. I don't think I'd go down for much else, but that is Diamond Ore. And also there's a funky little cavity here. I'll check this out. I do actually also, for some reason, want this gold ore. Could not tell you why. I saw that and I went, oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't have to make time for people. Your favorite streamer, and You're my favorite streamer. It's the least I can do. Aw, thank you. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's like if you gotta make time for people you hate, then you may as well. Okay, okay. I got it. I have media literacy. I can interpret what people are saying to me. Love, I should make like a fake, you know, like affirmation about that, like, you know, one of those images of like people looking gratefully up into the sky or something, and it's just, I have media literacy and can understand what's being said to me. This is a funky little cave. This is a funky little cave, and it's just drawing me further down a rabbit hole, to be honest. Like, thankfully I've been able to backtrack a little bit, but then I don't know, I'm getting pulled right back into even more cave. I'm getting pulled into this, there's so much cave here. What a special stream. Quimby plays Omori? Guys, I don't know if I would like Omori. Do you think I would like it? Or rather, I think, from what I understand, the point of Omori isn't to like it. The point is, that it's sad. I do like sad things, but like, I don't know, y'all. I knew that couldn't possibly be freestanding, but I actually also don't want to explore down there, so I've verified that I don't want to be there. Now I can start moving backward. There's a lot of copper here. Like, let's be honest, I genuinely enjoy being here. Watching a Greek Origin AI playing a block game and caving is so much fun. I appreciate it. You like sad things? I do. When we burst into tears on twitch.tv. Oh man. Can you, oh man, crazy stuff. Can you imagine Quimby burst into tears on twitch.tv? No, I mean, I do like sad stories and stuff. Most of what I write, actually is like sad little stories. I think there's something really interesting and, I don't know, artistic about writing sadness. Don't worry about it, it's fine. It's not that and it's not even that I, like, feel sad myself necessarily all the time. I'm a tragedy enjoyer, you know? Elaborate further, are you masochist? Or sad though? Well, it's less just straight sad and more tragedy. I really, really like tragedy, which should make sense from the information you have about me. I just think it's, what if it was, I don't know, what if it was all doomed from the beginning? What if, you know, if there was no good answer, but also maybe what if it mattered anyway that we tried? I like modernism as well as tragedy, which, again, should maybe be apparent with the information that you have about me. You know, I just, catharsis. It's about the catharsis of it all. It's about standing there as Oedipus, you know, I don't know, claws his own eyes out, and the audience is, and he's screaming, and the audience is screaming with him, and you know that he had no choice but to end up here, and that while it's all his fault simultaneously, none of it was ever his fault at all. It's catharsis, you know? I'm a big catharsis enjoyer. I really should collect granite at some point, but I don't think today is that day. I've got a lot going on. Can't be handling granite on top of that. This totally knows what catharsis is. Oh! Catharsis is the release of emotion that comes from experiencing it through media, kind of. That's not the greatest explanation in the world of it, but here, let me look up a proper definition. Check gen. Oh, I'll check gen first. Look up and decide to see anything other characters look like. I will say I'm not a big AI enjoyer. I don't super appreciate having it posted in the Discord. Because, you know, labor concerns and you know, the unethical data scraping and all that. I miss when the frogs are cheap. Did frogs, has the price of frogs changed? So my world's kind of depressing and sad because like everyone's so naked these days, and it gives stuff gets more clicks and such, and like more happy side of life. It's less, okay, so it's less just straight sad things. It's sad things with a purpose. Let me look up what the definition of catharsis is. Catharsis is the process of releasing and thereby providing relief from strong or repressed emotions. Hold on. I'm trying to. Oh yeah, Stranger. I'm kind of trying to decide what to do with your message in Discord there, because yeah, I personally am not I'm not a fan of generative AI and don't really appreciate it being posted in the Discord. But I don't want to mean now. I don't know, just I was saying not a fan, and let you decide what to do with that. Rather than being 500. Also, hello friend. Did they used to be 500? Maybe in the early days of me streaming. Well then. I mean, I do think it makes sense to, will there ever be a form for Discord moderation? Maybe? I got body aches to run to the rather heavy boat and worked a bit on my boat trailer. Oh boy. Sorry to hear that you're tired, but it sounds like it was a good day's work. I'm particularly bad at the Discord thing. So, maybe I'll do something with that eventually. It's one of those ones that's on my to-do list to start figuring out, but I've not done that at all yet. I really don't want to go down there. We're just gonna head back this way a bit. It's been following for 2 years and 7 months. That is quite some time. That is quite a significant amount of time, I'm not gonna lie. It's been here for 1 year and 9 months. Goodness. And cross you on that one. Kill soon and get some rest. Yeah, I guess maybe when I first did frogs it was it was 500. I don't remember at what point I would have changed the price of them, but that does sound like something that I have done at some point eventually. Just I'm not being right, and that's about it, as well as the boiling sun. Oof, the boiling sun. But gosh darn sun, it's tricky because the sun is, you know, quite literally the life giver, you know. Life on Earth would not exist without the sun. But then also the sun is some kind of way. It's very tricky. It's very tricky is all. Life giver and life taker. What do you mean sad things with a purpose? Oh, right, let's head back to catharsis. So the idea behind catharsis is kind of that humanity has a tendency to repress and rickroll. Humanity has a tendency to rickroll. Yeah, thank you, Lord, for the thank you for the rickroll. But oh, sorry. Thought I accidentally clicked the turn on shield button mode and I went, "Wah!" Because humanity loves rickrolling. Humanity loves rickrolling. And this is what the ancient Greeks were talking about when they wrote tragic. No, the idea is, so humans will sort of build up these like repressed sad emotions, and then they will rickroll people about them. They will look people in the eyes and they will say, "All right, you're getting rickrolled," and then that's what they'll do. So human will have these like negative emotions that they're not really letting themselves feel. They're just sort of existing, and then they get rickrolled about it. And then as they're going through life, people will just rickroll them about it constantly. Okay, last one. I don't think that's the last one. I know you still have more rickrolls. I know you still have more rickrolls. So and there needs to be some sort of outlet for these emotions, or you know, they'll be suddenly and maybe violently unrepressed, kind of is the idea. You know, it's like people might get have so much built up like sadness or frustration or something that they'll act out about it, that they'll take drastic action to try to reconcile these emotions that they're feeling with their reality. So the idea of catharsis is to provide a release for those emotions before it can get to a point where some sort of like drastic action is felt to be necessary. And that's by experiencing those emotions in a safe environment to do so, usually through some sort of, you know, storytelling or media. So that's why the ancient Greeks were so into tragedy, is because they felt like, you know, it helped them to experience the catharsis of those repressed emotions. And that's, to be quite honest, a large reason why I like catharsis as well, is because I feel like, you know, if I'm feeling sad about just some made-up guy having sad things happen to him, then it makes it easier to, you know, to deal with any negative emotions I may be having about my own life. More Rickroll, but not more points. Fair enough. You can be emotional with the Rickroll talks. Oh no. I beg you, please use simple English. I don't understand. I still don't get it because of one Rickroll's to English, which is on a higher plane of existence. Okay, I'll try this again. So, if you feel sad and don't have anywhere for that sadness to go, then the sadness kind of builds up over time, right? It just, you just keep getting, sure, I'll take music, yes. The sadness just builds up over time, and then suddenly, you know, there's a lot of sadness that you're holding on to because of, you know, various things in your life and stuff, and that sadness needs somewhere to go. It can't just stick around forever. And, you know, I'll put the gold far away too, and, you know, also these blocks of coal. Sorry, just talking to myself as I work. The sadness needs a place to go, and if you don't find an outlet for it, you know, elsewhere, then it's going to show up in your own life. You know, you're going to start acting out and, you know, and having really drastic behavior, to try to make sense of your reality. And try to, you know, and try to save yourself from these uncomfortable feelings. So that's where the idea of catharsis comes in, is if you experience these emotions safely through like media or and storytelling or like, you know, or through witnessing someone else going through the same sort of thing that you're having these emotions about, then, you know, then you won't need to have those acting out behaviors because you'll have already dealt with those emotions. So that's why I like tragedy, is because tragedy is often specifically designed for catharsis. Tragedy is designed to have you feel these emotions so deeply and expressed so heavily, and then you don't have to deal with them anymore, and it's easier to deal with your own life. My foot was near some poison ivy. No. So let's think about it this way. Think about like the tragedy of Oedipus Rex, which Oedipus is the guy who there was a prophecy that he was destined to kill his father and marry his mother, and then his parents like decided to have him killed so that the prophecy could never happen. But then the guy who was supposed to kill him instead like gave him to a shepherd to raise as his own son. And then eventually Oedipus does end up killing his father and marrying his mother. He doesn't know that it's his father and his mother, because he had never met them, because he was supposed to have been killed as a child. So he doesn't know, but it still happens. And that's really unfair. You know, that's so monumentally unfair that happened to him. He didn't mean to. It wasn't malicious. He didn't. He in fact actually hears the prophecy that he's meant to kill his father and marry his mother, and he thinks it refers to his adoptive father and mother. So he's actively trying to avoid making the prophecy happen, and he still does it. It's really unfair. That's an emotion that a lot of people can relate to, even if not quite in those same circumstances, but that, like, you know, things being unfair and out of your control, and and just what are you supposed to do about it? I'll tell you what, Oedipus ends up clawing his eyes out with a hairpin, which is not healthy behavior for normal people to do. But Oedipus isn't a normal person. Oedipus is a character in a play. He's a character in a story. So that means that whatever can happen to him, and it will have no bearing on the actual lives of real people. And so people can watch Oedipus, you know, do this on stage, or like read about him doing it, and feel that raw, crushing grief of all these unfair things happening, and needing to just do something about it, needing to, like, again, like Oedipus says, like, tear his eyes out of his face. And people can experience that feeling without actually doing those things themselves. So it's like, I mean, I'm feeling, if there's a feeling that's like too big for your skin, it's like you can't contain it in just yourself as a person. You can have someone else who is not going to be hurt by that experience it, but you'll still get the release of emotion. So it's a fun little thing. There's actually a couple theories about like why people do bad drastic action things. Catharsis is just one theory about like the whole negative emotions, why do we do things we do. There's also the crocodile theory, which I don't quite agree with. But long story short, I like sad media, specifically tragedy, because because I really like that strong release of emotion. Well, no, thank you for the like, much appreciated. Uncle Liz, hi. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. We are talking about tragedy and catharsis. I'm a big catharsis enjoyer. Love to again, love to have that strong release of emotion in a safe way that does not harm me or anyone else. So you don't like tragedy itself IRL rather than some fictional media world to get all out? Yep, pretty much. That's a good way to describe it. So when I say I like sad things, it's not that I'm saying that I like sad things IRL or anything. It's that I like to, you know, I like sad media because it lets you experience those emotions with no consequences. So yeah, actually, I very recently was I very recently wrote a very tragic thing about the characters that I've been writing with. A real kind of Grecian, like they did everything right and everything still went wrong, kind of deal. And that was lovely. I quite enjoyed writing that. I mean, if you never experienced catharsis, like it's not for everyone, obviously. I'm not gonna say catharsis will cure all of your problems or anything, because it probably won't. And it might not be for you. But if you've never tried it, I recommend that you try it. Because it can be quite lovely. Just looking further down. It's probably not gonna be any, but... yeah, nothing. Ain't nothing there for it. I'm just looking this way. Yep, that's the bit I don't want to be in, so I'm gonna head back up now. I should probably pick up the redstone ore. I don't collect redstone often enough as I should. You know something happened in my life too? I gave the exam, I say regularly, gave the exam usually first or second, or this time I came fifth, which my parents did not appreciate. Turns out 2 students cheated. Yeah, unfortunate. That does sound tough. That does sound real tricky. Sorry that happened to you. That sounds real unfortunate. I'm gonna be honest, like, cheating, particularly, like, with medical exams and stuff, like, genuinely scares me. Because if, like, people who work in the medical field are cheating on exams that prove that they have the skills and knowledge to you know, help people, I don't know, it spooks me. It's big spooky. So I'm alright. I'm glad things are alright for you then. Let me just make some more torches. Yeah, like, do you guys ever think about that? How spooky it is. But, about people in the medical profession cheating on tests. It's the same sort of thing with, like, food handlers permits, to be honest. So I was comparing apples to apples. I got this marketing position legit and they cheated. But parents still don't understand if completely per se, but yeah. Sometimes it do be like that with people in your life where they might not understand things, and there's not much you can do about that. You just gotta live with it. Like, it also scares me how many people I know who, like, work in food and didn't score highly on food handler permit tests and stuff. Where it's like, really, I'm like, hey, these are things that are important for you to know for, like, the health and safety of the people that eat the food that you are putting out. And they don't know the things. It's spooky to me. I feel like those regulations are there for a reason. And I don't like knowing that many people don't actually know them super well. Which might be a little... I've studied... I should have studied to... would have gone first regardless of if they cheated. I see. One of those situations. Well, if you say that things are fine, then I'ma believe you on that. I have full faith in your ability to you know, to learn the things and to get the stuff done. Like, it might be a little biased to me because I'm really good at test taking. I'm really good at test taking and like learning, like memorizing the facts and things, and then like regurgitating stuff. That's something that I just sort of naturally know how to do. Like, I didn't work for that at all, so I'm maybe a little biased with that, and I'm trying to be less snooty about it all. Yeah, I do think the testing meta is kind of wild to me. The way that people interact with tests and stuff. You'd be surprised to know that about 50% of doctors aren't actually legit. They just gain their skills over time through practice without practical or prior knowledge. Yeah, that sounds about right. Which is why I'm glad that there's such a long, like, training period for doctors and stuff, you know, before they just do stuff on their own usually. I do quite appreciate that. Oh my gosh, there's so much happening here. Do I want to try and go for that copper over there? I don't know if I'm gonna go for that copper over there. That seems excessive. I think I could very happily take the stuff that I've been finding out here. It's nighttime outside. It's nighttime outside. Which, and don't get me wrong, I do think the practical experience is probably the best way to do overall. It's just a bit spooky to me sometimes in some ways. Okay, let's head down here. Pick these things up. Trouble is that there's a lot happening here. I don't know where to begin on it all. Which is just like life. There's a lot happening in life, and I don't know where to begin with it all. Oh, that's crazy. Imagine that being relevant to our current conversation. Nice. What I don't like is that just make it harder for figure cheating students to pass. They make our studies harder, which might sound good, but it's a double-edged sword since they also have to learn about stuff which isn't useful to me. Tell me when I can use mechanical properties of solids. Well, I don't know. See, the problem with me is that I'm a gen ed enthusiast. Where I feel like I do think that just knowing about many things is helpful in some ways. Like, I don't think knowledge has to be immediately practically applicable for it to be important for people to know. I know this is frustrating to a lot of people, but I do think that just learning theoreticals is good in some ways. Like, okay, not blanket, and that's not a blanket statement for every situation, but like, I don't think that everyone needs to know advanced math theory per se, just to be able to do like basic math. I do think that there's a weird emphasis on only learning things that will be, again, like immediately, obviously, practically useful. Because there could be applications that you just don't know about yet, you know? It's entirely possible that learning this now will either help you with something else later, or like build a foundation for you to understand other things at a later date. Or am I going to need quantum physics or neutrinos in my field? Okay, that's a bit wild, I will say. That goes candy melt, tell me to drink some water. There's a passion trip, but my future degree depends on it. Yeah, quantum physics and stuff is a bit wild. Like I said, I don't think we need like super advanced theory and stuff in those things. But like on a general, like, when am I gonna use this in real life sort of basis, I do tend to be like, well, why does it need to be applicable and immediately obviously applicable in real life to be useful? And I know that's me being so some kind of way again, but it's fine. I promise I'm working on it. I swear they added physics just to mess with us. I mean, I could see how like fluid dynamics and stuff could be important. You know, like understanding how hydraulics stuff works for like blood flow and things, but that's the only like immediate possible application that I'm seeing. Oh, I hate spots like this where I gotta. I never want to break the actual dripstone because I'm such a cave lover. I'm such a cave formations lover. This is a funky little passageway. Hydraulics are really cool though, I will say. Just sort of in general. Do you know that spiders move with that? That's really cool to me, that spiders just looked at hydraulics and they said, hey, what if we use that to aid in our primary method of locomotion? That was so extra of me. That was really extra. But it's fine. It's totally fine and normal. It's okay. You're such a, you'll be good in adventure mode. Well, but adventure mode is cringe because you can't affect change on your world. I'm sorry. I know I'm so some kind of way. I know this about myself. I shouldn't apologize about that, but I know I'm such a finicky little guy, you know. Autism, well, yeah, we may as well come right out and say it. Yeah. The tism is strong with this one, you know. We're really tisming it up out here. Yeah. I mean, you're right about that. You're right. We may as well just say it. This is such a funky little crevice. I don't know. Just kind of going. Like, pop off, you funky little crevice, you. Way to just be the way that you are, you little crevicey guy. And this copper vein, also funky. Oh boy. Yeah, sure. My primary goal in life is to someday be mistaken for a vacuum. You know? I just think it'd be really neat if someday I was just living my life. And then, boom. Someone thinks I'm a vacuum. Doesn't that sound neat? You know, once I saw video which scientists tried to recreate what's inside people with different mental conditions. Oh, what inside people with different mental conditions would sound like? I mean, I see some potential for harmful stereotyping and, you know, like observer bias there, but also could be interesting for light entertainment. Inichi was pure chaos. Well, oh no, oh no. I can feel the sociologist brain grinding at me right now. I'm like, well, but actually, do you know that A lot of those things are really. You know what the problem is with having a sociology degree? Another thoughts or completions? Well, actually, then. You know what the problem is with having a sociology degree? It's like I've been doomed to have true sight on society, but it's like I can't explain any of the things that are going on because I sound so pretentious about it. It's like, I don't know, and it sounds like I think I understand the entirety of society and the world and stuff, and I don't. I just know some things. But yeah, that's the problem with getting a sociology degree. Is that makes it very difficult to function normally sometimes. Well, I don't know what was going on here, but I did leave a big old chunk of copper over there, so. Oh, and unexplored pathing here. We'll check it out. We'll check it out here. Stop speaking. No, it's not like I want you to stop speaking. No, it's just. I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry. It's. Is how that feels. That's how that. It's not that I necessarily have a problem with you. It's that It's that I put a lot of time and effort into studying the building blocks of society. In ways that is not commonly talked about or understood outside of the sociology circles. Which makes it which can make it interesting having conversations with other people because I'm coming just from such a very different perspective. But I'll try to be less college pilled, you know. I'm trying to be a bit less of a pretentious I have a college degree person. Like, I refuse to believe people can like this. No stereotyping or anything. Well, it's stereotyping. Okay. Hi, I have a sociology degree. So stereotyping is actually not necessarily. Okay. It's a natural behavior, actually, stereotyping. Which is why people do it so often. What it is that people like to sort the world into like categories and groups. They like to brains like to put as little effort as possible into anything because, you know, that requires energy, and saving energy is how you survive in many cases. So what will happen is that I get the hiccups. That's what will happen. Gosh darn hiccups. Okay, what will happen is that people will create little shortcuts in their brain. Right? They'll be like, oh, I had this experience here which can lead me to which can help me understand my other experiences in this way, right? So it's like one sec. Okay. You know, that video made me appreciate the fact that I'm normal. So people again like come up with these little shortcuts in their brain, these little, if I can apply this thought to this situation, I should be able to apply it to this situation, and that's a normal and fine behavior in most cases, because it's just people trying to find patterns to help them understand their world. Where it becomes harmful and difficult is when you start doing that with groups of people, where it's like, I know that there's this trait that is common among groups of people, so therefore it must apply to every single person in this group, kind of thing, right? Where it's like, oh, I know you have, I know that you have this thing about you, which must mean that every single aspect of this group applies to you as well. And that's where, there is, like I took an IQ test, or is idiot, imbecile, moron, dull, ordinary, average, superior, most superior, and genius. I got most superior. So does that have anything to do with it? Well, okay, so IQ tests are actually also not no, they're kind of pseudoscience. IQ test aptitude on a very specific scale. That doesn't that does not relate to all functions of like the brain and intelligence and yada yada yada. So IQ tests aren't super helpful for understanding people mostly. IQ tests are very popular pseudoscience. How to explain this? So, kind of what's going on with. My point being is that. Let me just pick up some copper while I'm waiting for you to type. So the thing about that with stereotypes is that it's again it's a natural behavior to want to organize the world into categories that will help you make sense of it. However, there's a difference between applying things that happen in one situation to another and then reducing an entire group of people down to certain traits and experiences. And that's kind of my problem with videos. That's like, what the inside of someone's brain would be like, because they do have a tendency to fall into the trap of assuming that one type of experience for a group of people is the one that everyone in that group experiences, right? Good morning, Gamer Nation. I am the sleep creature this week, and I'm so sorry. Hey, Corvigay! Welcome on in. We are talking about what stereotypes are. Because I have a sociology degree, and I can never shut up about this kind of thing. Being that I genuinely feel bad for people with ADHD and like IQs, that's not one thing, just my collective things like recognition, problem solving, long-term short memory thing, yeah. So you welcome inquiry. So I mean, okay, the thing about IQ tests is that the way that they test things is kind of the problem, is that it assumes one singular viewpoint of the world, and then grades people on how well they adhere to that viewpoint. So yes, it is testing a variety of things, but it's testing them against like one outcome per se, which is not helpful large scale. I mean, yeah, the thing is, it is tough for people with ADHD. The world is not built for, the world is not built for people who experience the world differently. But like, I guess I don't know that I would necessarily trust, just an internet video's depiction of the experience as the end-all be-all of the entire scale of what the ADHD experience is. I got those 2+ points. I've gotten the genius out in the bragging rights. I'm happy for you, King. I'm gonna drink some water. Yep. All right. Anyway, look at this cave. Isn't this a cool cave? Isn't this such a neat cave? For people just giving AK Corvigay, I found a cave underneath my base, and it's one that I had sort of explored already, but apparently I did not explore it super well because there's a bunch of copper and stuff everywhere. So I'm currently going back through and picking up all the copper. I think what it was is that I found this place pre-cube. I think this was pre-cube Quimby, so I was like, I don't need all that copper. I don't need to dig it all up. And now here I am, picking up all this copper like some kind of chump. Ooh, an entire copper, raw copper block. That's neat. You only find those every once in a while. It's definitely a cave if I ever saw one. It's definitely a cave. Like, I think all signs do definitively point to it being a cave. Do you want to talk more? But I'm sleepy, so some other time? Yeah. Some other time, friend. Thank you for stopping by. It was lovely chatting with you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And by rest of your day, I mean sleep. I need to figure out how to navigate this spot in a way that will not cause further problems for me. It's fine. Then fine, love you and take care and good night. Yep, see you later, friend. Take care of yourself, you know. Get good sleeps and stuff. I'm going to be putting copper into blocks. This is basically just all I do, you know. It's like if you've ever heard if you've ever seen or heard The Count of Monte Cristo, the musical, the one written by the guy who did the Scarlet Pimpernel musical, because that guy is a freaking genius of composing. There's a song that's called oh gosh, what is it called? It's oh, I don't remember the title, but it goes, another day, another week, another month, another year, and it's this guy in prison. And it's him describing the experience of the many years that he spends in prison away from the woman he loves. And it's a really good song, and that's me with copper. It's all I do constantly is mine for copper. Yeah, one last thing, my best friend is coming back from her trip tomorrow, and like I do want to ask her out, but I'm sort of scared because I don't want to ruin the friendship because she's genuinely a good friend. That is a tricky situation. That man is dead. Same, yeah. This is that musical. Oh gosh, how does the line go? It's like, that man is dead. No, it's I know those eyes. That man is dead. It's a the tune is skipping my remembrance at the moment, but it's very good. But yeah, no, that's a tricky situation, friend. And to be honest, like. I just it. Oh yeah, you're leaving. We can chat about advice some other time. Beep 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 beep. My goodness, there's a lot of copper around here. You would have thought someone would have done something about that by this time. And because oh man, it's so good for the cleric in the party run. For I have a whole masquerade plan where he meets his wife who he thought was mob executed. Ooh, and to chat about it no longer, I guess. Well, don't push yourself to anything you can't do, friend. Don't push yourself to anything you can't do. But yeah, we could chat. It's difficult with situations like that because there's no guarantee to how people are gonna react. You know, I would love to say yeah, sure, it'll all be fine. You know, we can't guarantee that, and like the And for some people, yeah, maybe it would be fine no matter what the outcome is. But since I can't promise that, I think my advice to you is to just think carefully about the words that you say and feel, and then be respectful of whatever happens. You can always tell that I think it'd be fun if you had the key things that says I'm happy. Yeah, like that. Yeah. I think a lot of people get scared about like the pressure in the situation. So making it clear that like, things don't have to change. If she doesn't want it to, then that could be pretty. Or you guys could also just like try it. Nothing has to be like necessarily big and serious. You can always just see if it works out, and if it doesn't, then being practical, I'm 90% sure she's into me too, and like we're very similar in terms of everything, and like anything, behavior, liking things, etc. Yeah, I mean, sounds like at the very least you guys could have a good, honest conversation about that, which is I think the a good first step towards anything, whether it be just greater understanding or towards something more. So yeah, it seems like you've got a good start there. It doesn't have to be I'm in love with you. That could be a bit low. Just what it takes on fun. Is low pressure. You know her enough that she won't make a fuss of it or it would ruin the conversation. Yeah, sounds like you've got a good, a good setup, good lead in there. And you know, I think whatever you end up doing or deciding to do would, you know, I think you got this. My goodness gracious, this cave has so much going on in it. Who let this cave be so the way that it is? Who decided this? I think I want to speak to Minecraft's manager. Just picking up some extra blocks. Good point. I think, like in my experience, there's, I feel like exposure to like movies and stuff has kind of like warped a bit of our expectations of what, you know, relationships and, you know, changing friendships and things should be like. As I feel like in real people in real life, it tends to be just sort of messy and casual and fun and chill, and there's no like, you know, big soundtrack swelling the background as people profess their love to each other. It's just sort of, you know, stuff happens and then people work it out. Which, let it be known, I think is very cool. I think it's very cool that people can just, I don't know, live and have experiences and love each other and yada yada whatever. I think that's very fun. I think exactly my feeling though. I've been there for sure, huh? Manifesting a good outcome for you both, whatever that looks like. Nice. Good words, Corbicay. Use my big crystals yesterday. The big crystal for casting spells on people. I will say, that's just such a vibe. Big crystal to cast spells. I think about that sometimes, you know? Sometimes I'm like, man, big crystal, you know? Big crystal, you agree. Something very bad happened in my life and told her it was her birthday that day. She delayed her plans to come and comfort me, and that's when I felt pretty much. Oh, that is cute. That's very sweet. I love my big crystal. It's so funny. There's a post that goes around on Tumblr every once in a while about people talking about, like, you know, friendship. Friendship is meant to burden you, right? It's like you're not meant to just sort of exist in a vacuum of, you know, people that are convenient to spend time with and things. Like for real, honest to goodness, like friendships that will last a long time and be, you know, mutually beneficial for a long time and help you guys and help people get the, you know, the sense of community they need from it. Then we have to be willing to let ourselves be, you know, be inconvenienced by others for the sake of helping them. It's and you know, obviously there's a lot of nuance to the situation. It's like people can't exist in a bubble, and part of that bubble is that occasionally if you care about people, you're gonna have to give up things that you want for them. I think that's actually kind of beautiful, personally. It pisses me off such a kind of way. I'll pull it out and threaten to cast spells. Nice. We're also, like, physically comfortable, like holding hands in public is common, so we aren't awkward. Nice. So to be casual affection, am I right? People just existing and being chill, and I don't know. I just think it's kind of neat. Yeah, like, I will say I'm a little bit of a hypocrite on this because I am personally kind of weird about physical affection. But no, I think it's good for it to be like chill, normal for anyone to do. Like, it doesn't have to be a romantic thing, even really like mean anything. I think people should 100% be allowed to just, you know, be physical affection because they like each other, whatever that means. It's just that I've gone through a breakup recently, and like it still's kind of hitting me, so I'm just scared to get hurt again, or just assume the worst of everything. That is tricky. I'm pretty dang romantic. My awkward crush positions being more about really intense squishes. But I think being casually affectionate with my friends has enriched our whole world a ton. Yeah. It's a pretty pog way to be. You love to see it, you know? But, you know, friend, that is real. You know, to quote Last Christmas by, oh my gosh, I always forget which band it is. Is it Wham? I always forget who the actual artist is on it. Once bitten, twice shy. I kept my distance, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? It's been a year. That doesn't surprise me. Sorry, I just think that song is really funny, actually. But yeah, like the once bitten, twice shy thing is real. If you've had tricky experiences, it can be difficult to move forward. But I think I believe in you, friend. I believe that you can find a way through this, whatever that will be. Friend group jokes that say polycule, but none of them are dating. You gotta love the platonic polycules. It's a good place to be. A good spot, in fact. Max, hey. Actually, go, cause like, yeah, you've got like classes and stuff, right, friend? Don't be getting bad sleep on account of hanging around here. This dies. Ah, no. Oh no. This is so sad. Yeah, friend, you gotta go. You know. I know that your school hates me in particular. I wasn't expecting there to be copper there. I was just trying to get some extra stone, but that was serendipitous. That was quite serendipitous indeed. My phone is about to die. Ah, no, Max. This is so sad. I can't believe that Max is about to die. This is so unfortunate. Totally understand. You just gotta remember that no matter what, you deserve to keep chasing happiness, and even if you get hurt a few times along the way, you need to walk there to reach the destination. And once you're there, it's worth it. Ooh, wise words from Corvigay. Wise words there, yeah. Okay, who is the artist who did, Last Christmas? Hold on. Last Christmas. It is Wham! Oh my gosh. I could have sworn that I had the wrong artist, but it is Wham! Guys, this is an incredible day for Quimby memory. Guys, oh my gosh, I actually remembered who the artist of a song was. That's kind of wild. And particularly this one, I always mess up who wrote Last Christmas. Not that I mix it up with like someone who covered it or anything. It's just that for some reason I always think it was K2 who did Last Christmas. I think it is. Yeah, I think I was like K2 Last Christmas, but it's always Wham. And I don't even know if K2 covered Last Christmas or anything. I just cannot for the life of me remember it. Who wrote Last Christmas? I think it's a mystery. I think that's information that the mortals are not meant to know. The universe would probably turn on its head if anyone ever remembered who wrote Last Christmas. So really I'm doing the world a favor this way. I think that's what we should keep in mind, is that I'm doing it for you guys. You know, I'm sacrificing so that you all can stay here in the universe without it having exploded. It's a service I provide. Is forgetting who wrote Last Christmas. Miss Milk, hey, hi, welcome back. Last Christmas was written by the last living bird. Please don't ask follow-up questions as it's classified. Oh my gosh, Corvigay? Corvigay wrote Last Christmas? This raises many questions, but in accordance to instructions, I will not ask, as again, it's a service I provide to not ask questions or remember these things. Oh gosh, that scared me for a second. I hate gravel. I hate gravel so much. Oh my gosh, and yeet! Beep, 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 beep. Whew. Gravel, am I right? There's more cave? Not much, hopefully. Not much cave, hopefully. Oh my gosh. And there goes Candy Ball telling me to drink some water. I can't believe Corpigay wrote Last Christmas. Man. We really live in a society, you know? One of the societies ever, if you were to ask me. Kinda wild, and honestly. Never would have expected that. I'm genuinely shocked. It's not every day that you learn just groundbreaking information like this. And I will pick up this emerald ore. I like emerald ore. Emerald ore is pretty. I like it. Me neither. I can't believe you're just learning this now. So many years after you wrote the song. Man. What a world. It was probably classified even from you for safety purposes, you know? It's like no one could know. So it had to be completely classified. No one could know. That's what I think happened. I think it was a complete classification. I'm going to put this emerald ore in there. So sorry to find out. Looks like there's a music plan for also written by you planned for the reveal. We live in a wild, crazy, beautiful world. That's kind of insane. That's kind of insane. Whoa. Don't quite know what to think about that, man. Wow. I 200 creative fugue states. That would probably do it. Entered a creative fugue state. Got busy writing a song and writing a second song as the reveal that you were the one who wrote the first song, and then just all sort of went downhill from there. Oh, I know where I am. Okay. I was like, where am I? What's going on here? We are in full caving mode. This is I was having a bit of trouble with it earlier today, but no, we've officially entered caving mode. I'm doing my movement in the way that I do in caves. The way I'm looking at the world. I was in build mode earlier, but now we're in caving mode. And I hear a zombie groaning. Well, that's not gonna that make me do that. Where is that? What? Prithee tell. Where is the zombie that groans? Does it groan for thee? It sounds like it's coming from this way. Is it up? Is it further up? Sorry, triangulating zombie noises is one of my favorite games to play. I gotta go for a sex and 2 sacks of emeralds. So maybe a second emerald. No. I gotta find the zombie. It's probably moving. It's moving around. Wait for it. Okay. Oh, that's real close. Is it below me? It looks like it's below me. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm real good at this triangulation thing. Come here. Alright, and let's check it out down here. It does appear to be a little cave space. Not much going on in this little cave space, but I am glad that I found it. It leads out over to here. Oh, and this is much more cave space. This is considerably less little cave space. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay. Great, let's, yeah, okay. Awesome. Well, there we go. No, one thing about me though is I really do love to, I love to triangulate zombie noises. Like, I don't know what about it scratches my brain so right, but if I hear, like, mob noises, I really want to find where they're coming from. And that's how we actually got into this whole mess, is because I was in my cactus farm and I heard skeleton noises, and I was like, that's weird, there shouldn't be skeleton noises here, and then I found the cave. So really, this is all my own fault. You know, if you think about it. This is a mess of my own creation. Both in that I did not originally clear out the cave properly, and that I am wholly responsible for being the one to have rediscovered it. So, you know, that's pretty cool. That's pretty fun and exciting and cool that I'm doing this to myself. I don't really want to go down there. It is dripstone, but it's past the point of dripstone where it's past the point of dripstone where it's really convenient for copper purposes. I'll check out this way a little bit. Yeah, see, we're getting a bit of copper there. Ah! Didn't really want the gunpowder. Okay, and that ends out right there. Because, okay, so the secret about copper is that you do want to stay in the stone areas because the deep slate has less of a spawn rate. Like, it has some, particularly in dripstone caves, which are the which have the highest copper spawns of anywhere ever. But deep slate is much less. So you want to stick to the higher levels of the dripstone caves to find a whole ton of copper. This has been Minecraft Fun Facts with Quimby. Oh, there is some copper right there though. I do kind of want to go for. Also, this guy is annoying me, I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of want to, you know, show him what it's for. Beep. Well, there's a spider right there, which is not ideal. Oh, but then this tunnel does lead up into... Oh, this tunnel leads back up to here. Oh, that's kind of fun. I've got an arrow in the back of my head. Pew, 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 pew. Okay. Have you ever accidentally dropped an item before? I've accidentally dropped items all the time. Yesterday I accidentally dropped my pickaxe in the middle of another fortress. Luckily I was not standing over a gap or anything at the time, but I did absolutely just sort of throw my pickaxe onto the ground, and I went no, 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 but I got it. So it was okay. It was fine. I just had to pick it up. Oh, accidentally duped an item. I've never accidentally duped an item. I've considered duping like sand and gravel before with the end portal. Do I want to go this way? I really don't want to go those ways. Okay, but I've never accidentally duped anything. No. Because, yeah, did you guys know that you can dupe gravity blocks with the end portal? It's kind of a fun little exploit. Okay, I do need to full inventory. If you drop gravity blocks into the end portal, it will double them. So that's a fun little way to double your gravity blocks if you've got gravity blocks that you want to double. You can set up like a whole contraption with it too of like dispensers that they're just constantly dropping the gravity blocks into the end portal. Yeah, I don't really want to go down here. See how the copper spawns have greatly decreased? You do not want to be down here long term for copper. Little dips are fine. But long term, no way, Jose. Not for me. I should eat some food. And horse armor cells on a horse and gold nuggets on a crafting table? What? Okay, so I'm kind of out of the loop on the duping meta, just sort of in general, because I don't really dupe things. But what? Huh? How did those things work? Not that I'm searching to dupe things. I'm just confused of how you dupe gold nuggets on a crafting table. And then horse armored saddles. How does that work? How does that work, like, literally at all? And let's head back up this way. I'm gonna need to... This is where I was zombie hunting, so I've dug myself a little tunnel there that I needed to get back out of. I love zombie hunting. It's fun. Maybe the server was a little buggy. Magic. Well, I mean, sometimes lag happens, right? Sometimes server lag happens, and then what do you know? You've got more things in your inventory than you did before, and I think that's perfectly normal behavior, personally. Nothing to be too concerned about there. Can I make this? No, I can't make it. Unfortunate that, but oh well. Yeah, sometimes sometimes lag is you know, big spooky. Sometimes lag is a little treat for you. Just a little, you know, just a little wink and a nudge. Such is the way of Minecraft. I say as if I know literally anything about how any of those mechanics might work. One funky thing about me is I've been playing Minecraft for so long that I know a lot about how it works, but I also have no idea how it works, you know? Like, stuff happens, you play the game, the computer runs some numbers or something, I don't know. Like, I have no practical knowledge behind how, like, the coding of the game works, but I know a lot about in-game mechanics and how to, you know, use them for your advantage for things. It's an interesting position to be in. Ooh, a full raw copper block. You know, actually, a full raw copper block isn't the most copper that you can get from one singular piece of anything copper, because sometimes with Fortune 3, you can get like 14 raw copper from a single ore, which is kind of an insane number, but hey, as mentioned, I have no idea how this practically works, so to me it's just kind of straight up magic. Happy Moon Day, by the way. Happy Moon Day! Yeah, happy 55th anniversary of the moon landing. The world is a beautiful place where, oh gosh, I need to do underdress. The world is a beautiful place where, people live who have been on the moon. Kind of wild and kind of crazy, if you ask me. So I'm getting so much copper from this little foray. It's definitely not going to be, you know, super significant in the grand scheme of things, but definitely decently significant. Drop down lava so I'm not get banned. Seems like a good way to go. If you do something by accident, then you just drop it in lava to atone for your sins. Anniversary of the greatest hoax ever pulled. Yep, everyone knows the moon landing was 100% fake and a hoax, clearly. This is something that that no one has ever believed anything. You know, actually, my English teacher in high school once did a whole thing where he did a whole speech convincing the class about how the moon landing is fake. and he did it to show us how like persuasive language could be used for things that, you know, aren't necessarily true. But I thought it was a really fun, interesting exercise that he pulled out these arguments that seemed so logical and understandable, and the class had a really hard time, like, you know, arguing against it because the language that he used and the way that he presented the information was so persuasive. It was fun. I thought it was a good English teacher moment. Teaching the children what they need to know, which is that it doesn't matter that, you know, you as a person have to engage with things critically and not just listen to how persuasive an argument is. You have to actually, like, you know, check facts and stuff and do your own research to come to a conclusion. Again, like solid 10 out of 10 English teacher moment. That's the same sort of thing we talk about, like, in stats classes and stuff, which is why I argue that that statistics is maybe one of the most important classes that we can have high schoolers take, because statistics is where they teach media literacy about you know, information that is presented in, like, you know, the news and stuff. Oh! The game is broken! The game is broken in this particular spot! The game is broken in this particular spot! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Oh man, it's kind of funky when you find spots like this. Because if we look at F3, it says that it's receiving no light at all. Even though there's a torch right here and it definitely should be receiving light. And the moment I do something to update one of the blocks in this area, it's gonna resolve itself. Watch this. Oh yeah, even just, oh wait, really? Oh, that's fascinating. The Optifine ambient light, dynamic lighting effect will affect it. But watch this. Yeah, instantly fixes it because the block is updated and it has to realize, oh wait, that torch should have been affecting the area, but it's no longer. But there's like other light sources now. It's fun. It's a really fun thing that happens on occasion. Give me just a sec. Once again, I know a lot about the game. I just don't know a lot about the game. I have no clue what could even cause that sort of thing. You know, whatever is going on behind the scenes of the game to make that sort of effect happen. But I know how to recognize it, I know what's going on with it, and I know how to fix it. It's a funky little, you know, I don't have, you know, necessarily like, formal knowledge about the subject, but I've got a lot of practical knowledge that can be used to, that can be used for great effect. Love to do little demonstrations of that sort of thing. That's not the way I want to go. I do want to be going this way further. Because, yeah, I knew there'd be some copper hiding. Yeah, I think the hard part about this cave is that normally I use torches to mark areas that I have already explored. I have already explored these areas, I just haven't explored them properly. Which means that there's going to be torches all up and down the little passages and stuff. I'm going to have to use, you know, I'm gonna have to still explore down them just to make sure that I haven't missed things. Beep pop, beep pop. Very nice. I do think my coal to copper ratio is getting a little bit off in this endeavor. So if I wanna keep that good. See, like here again. If we pull up F3, we've got 3 block. There's a torch right there. There's a torch right there. It should absolutely 100% be receiving more light than it does, but something about the way that the blocks are loading in, I think they're only receiving light from that torch. This one is not registering properly, at least for this area. I wonder if there's chunk borders around this area. Hold on. Yep, it looks like there's a chunk border right there. So for something about this torch is not registering in this chunk. No clue what could be causing that. No clue at all what could be happening there. And see, it's reacting to this torch as if this torch isn't here in this chunk. Doesn't matter in this chunk because this chunk is reading this torch correctly. Except for, I mean, there's a little darkness around the edges with it. But that might just be the ambient effect from here. But I pull up this torch and it doesn't light up the area there. It looks as if I'm coming from darkness over here into there. Isn't that fun? I think that's fun. I think that's a lovely time to be had by all. But of course, we are fixing it. Because I really would like things to not spawn because they I wonder if that's effective maybe having the world updated between versions or something. Because these chunks would have been loaded pretty early on. So I wonder if maybe something about having them reloaded for different versions maybe would cause an error with that. I don't know. Again, I have no idea how this game works. I just know how it works. Couldn't tell you why that sort of thing happens, but I know how to engage with it critically. Minecraft is such a fun little game where it honestly runs surprisingly well, like in a long-term sense with how much is going on with it constantly, especially with, you know, the major updates, like having like the caves and cliffs and stuff having deeper things. Like there's a lot going on in a Minecraft game. I'm actually really just with my knowledge of computers and stuff, I'm surprised that it runs so lightweight most of the time, which probably comes from the way that they've simplified a lot of things with the process. Yeah, the game runs remarkably well, but sometimes you do get those just little things that happen. It's those little things that aren't quite right. Okay, and we do have to explore this area because, once again, theoretically, I have explored this cave. However, I can't tell if this section was done pre-cube or not. And it looks like this one... Oh no, if I have to do an underwater exploration... Oh my gosh. There it is. That could just be one block though. It's possible that I did most of this cave in the cube era. We just have to look around and see if there's copper veins. To be honest, it's looking like this area might have been explored post-cube. Mostly, actually, because I think there'd be some exposed copper veins in there if I hadn't. And then this area actually feels familiar to a copper mining expedition that I went on. Yeah, as you can see, this area is pretty well ravaged. So this area looks like it got done. I just missed the area up here. Man, I'm retracing the steps of Pascombe, and it's so wild. Pascombe was really some kind of way about all of this. Didn't pick up the, okay. I have to make sure I did not pick up the diorite. Okay. This whole area is a mess. Because the copper was spread all over the place. But that's fine. That's, you know, that's fine. I don't judge. Okay, maybe I judge a little, but I don't judge that much. This area definitely was lit up pre-cube. Can you imagine a world in which I was not collecting copper for a giant metal eldritch being that holds my life in the palm of its hands? Well, it doesn't have hands. Which I guess would mean it doesn't have palms either, which holds my life in holds my like can you imagine a world in which I was not collecting massive amounts of copper for eldritch being? Kind of wild, huh? But yeah, my copper rates of collection are definitely not keeping up with the my coal collection rates are not keeping up with copper the way I would like them to. Almost certainly due to here. I'm just gonna. I want to see if I can make it through the water, but I don't need that stone. I've got a lot. I've got a lot of stone. I'm gonna need to go on a coal mining expedition after this. I'm gonna have to find myself like a mountain or something and decimate it to get extra coal, because I think I've gotten like 2 stacks of coal blocks from this, and I've almost filled a shulker box of copper, which is not equivalent rates. Oh man, dripstone caves just have so much copper in them, which is a good thing. Which is a really good, fantastic thing for me in particular, because I spend so much time chasing after it. But yeah, it's kind of a lot. Do we want to take bets on how much copper I'm gonna get from this expedition? I was hoping that it would just be like a one and done stream kind of thing. Like I find just a little area that needs to be combed over and then, you know, get out of here. I am imagining that this is at this point it's probably going to take maybe at least 2 streams. Like unless this is seriously the last area that I need to explore, which I kind of highly doubt. I imagine that there's a couple more offshoots I'm going to need to explore, which will then invariably have a couple offshoots of their own and stuff. I'm imagining I'm going to need at least another stream for this. My guess is I think this caving expedition is going to get me to maybe 2 shulker boxes of copper. Like not that I'm going to get 2 shulker boxes from it, but like from just total kind of amount of copper in my ender chest. I think I'm betting on 2 shulker boxes. We'll see how that goes, you know. It's entirely possible that I finish out this area and then it's like, well, that's the end of it. But I don't know, we'll see. Is that where I came from? I think that's where I came from. Maybe. Oh, there's a lot of stuff on the ceiling. I'm almost at the end of 1 shulker box now. I think I've got 2 stacks, and then the box is filled. So that would just mean I need to get to 2 shulker boxes. I would just need 29 stacks, which isn't that many, to be honest. Like really, I usually do ender chest at when I have 5 stacks in my inventory. That's just like 6 times of refilling, of going for an ender chest break, and it's not that many. That's the skill I have to work on in copper, because I was like, yeah, that's just a stream's worth of effort. That's really nothing major at all. I can fill it. I can usually fill a shulker box in like a stream, but it's because I'm working on such a freaking large scale. A shulker box of materials is usually quite a lot for most of my projects. But here I'm like, yeah, no, you know, it's not a really large copper collecting expedition unless I've filled up my ender chest entirely with copper blocks, and even then, that generally only tends to be about 1/10 of the total amount of copper that's needed. So you know, really nothing huge. I'm in hell. I've made myself a little hell to live in. And sure, it's warm and cozy here sometimes, but like, I don't know, man. I'm feeling not to invoke the name of the devil, but I'm kind of feeling like the Hotel California every once in a while. Oh, and there goes CandyBot. It's like you can decide to make a 64 by 64 by 64 cube anytime you want. If you ever want to leave that, you want me? I'm sorry. Listen, I know I know how we feel about the Hotel California around here. I just think it's a pertinent explanation for the experience that I'm having at this moment in time. It's just you can check out, you can check in any time, but you can never leave. Like that's exactly how it feels being on this being on the mining trips constantly. It's like I can do whatever I want in my Minecraft world, but now that I've started the cube, I must continue the way that I've been. That's Hotel California-esque. Obviously with less fist fighting to death, but you know, I feel like the general vibes are still there. There's more copper up here. It is unfinished business, to be fair. It's unfinished business. My immortal soul is being held back by the fact that I've not finished the cube, you know. I gotta... Oh gosh, my inventory. Oh gosh, my inventory. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna dig all that out. I'm going to throw that right there. Yep. Whoop. And then bop and a bop. Okay, that's gonna be an ender chest time. And I know that there's copper down there that I need to get. Give me just a second to work out the rest of this, because there's also some copper right here. I want to see if I can finagle getting it while I'm up in this space. And I've got 5 minutes. It's not gonna despawn. I've got 5 minutes, and from the moment that the items are released into the world, it's fine. I know I'm saying it like it's not gonna be fine, but I really do genuinely think it's just gonna be fine. You know, like look, we just go, we pick up the copper, and I know that there's still more over there, but it's fine. Because we just finish up the mining, come over here, and wouldn't you know it, it's fine. I'm gonna block those up. I'm very close to the next block, but I do think I'm going to, because I am finishing off a shulker box, I think I gotta do it right now. Wrong box. This one right here. Okay, so it's 30. It wasn't 29 stacks, it was 30 stacks, which is not that much more than 29, if we're going to be quite perfectly frankly honest with ourselves. So, you know, it still counts. Still counts, right? Some people don't call me because I can't go. I owe my soul to the cube. Exactly. Copper cube. Exactly. I've got unfinished business. I've got, you know, St. Peter. Don't talk to me right now. St. Peter, I will not be returning your calls for the foreseen future. I'm busy with another project, St. Peter. I'm terribly sorry, but you are going to have to wait until I'm available to discuss this whole pearly gates thing. Oh my gosh, what if my final project in this world was me building the pearly gates and then walking through them to signify that I've completed what I have to do here. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? That would be so extra. So I'm really tempted to do it. I'm really tempted to do that. Oh man. I'm like, farewell all, it's been lovely being here, but I'm called elsewhere, and then I just ascend. Oh man, that'd be so funny. Okay, I'm not going down the other passageway just yet because I want to finish up things in here first. I want to make sure that I am properly exploring all these sections. Sorry, St. Peter, I'm not available to collab right now. But you know, I'll keep you in mind, and I'd love to work something out someday. I think you know, that could be a great opportunity for both of us. But unfortunately, I really am just not available at this time. Keep in touch with my agent. We'll get this worked out someday. And my agent is just the cube who is, you know, who is sucking the souls and life out of all living beings in a 300 million block radius or something. A fancy cinematic, I mean, it'd be legendary. You think I could make a fancy cinematic though? Oh man, I think we're officially going beyond my production value, with that concept. But just some fancy command. The ones you cross just gives you the floating condition. Oh my god, I cross it. And then I just float up. Just hold on. Give me just a sec. Give me just a second on this. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Okay. I'm like, listen, everyone. It's been so fun playing this world, but you know, having completed all of my work in this place, I do think it's time for me to move on. And I've built these pearly gates for me to cross through, and then I guess just oh wait, what's that guy though? I gotta cross the pearly gates, everyone, and then I just walk across, and then just and then just get the float condition and just start. That's loud. That's too quiet. I'm trying to adjust the volume. And it's just me ascending into the air, floating up slowly because it's not that fast with the float condition, and we're just watching the world. Season of the Incredibles where you click and drag yourself up. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's just everything is like disappearing into the distance below as it leaves render distance, and we get to that weird point in the air where the sun is loaded but like nothing else is, and then oh my gosh. Dang it, that sounds really fun. Oh, curse you, Mr. Malouk. Okay, I'll think on that. I'll think on that. I will definitely consider my options very carefully. Oh, I'll think about it. Anyway, check out this cave. Check out copper in this cave. Isn't that neat? Love to see it. Love to see the copper, in fact. When we are in the cave, in fact. Love to see it. Yep. Picking up that copper in the cave. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Whoosh! It's thundering outside. Don't love to see that. I am actually going to sleep through the thunderstorm because I don't want mobs to be spawning outside. If I had a nickel for every time I've been cursed by a puppet, the Quimby Cube, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Copper! Copper spotted. Oh, it just keeps going on and on and on. On and on and on and on. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we're trying to fight it. We didn't start the fire. It's always burning since the world's been turning. You know, that song is such a problem because it's really catchy, but then all of the verses are so extra. So unless you want to like put in the time and effort to like memorize a whole ton of like world events from the 20th century, then you kind of just go kind of a problem, I would say. A problem that our society faces. Sorry, just had to block up here to put a torch there because that definitely that's definitely spawning conditions. Not for salmon, if you know what I mean. There's also some copper here, and then yeah, I should really be checking down that tunnel. Woof. I didn't think I'd end up back in caving so soon. I thought I was free to be a builder for a little while longer, but alas, my inventory is full, which is not related to the current subject of conversation. It's just an observation because my inventory is indeed full. I really thought I'd have more time and I thought, you know, get to experience the joys of building things. That'd be cool. Little did I know, past Quimby was a fool filled with hubris. Well, to be honest, I should have known that because that's pretty consistent for me, to be quite perfectly frankly honest. Me being a hubris-filled fool is kind of it's kind of par for the course, I would say. We were talking earlier about tragedies and catharsis. Let's talk about me and hubris, you know? Maybe that's why I like tragedies so much, because I experience so much hubris that they're all like cautionary tales to me about wrong pickaxe. They're all cautionary tales to me about what my eventual fate is going to be when my hubris catches up with me. You know, it's like I'm out here experiencing tragedies. I'm like, that's gonna be me someday. That's gonna be me someday. I'm gonna like just like that. Actually, that was a real hubris moment. What can I say? I'm so hubris pilled. There's so much hubris behind these little eyes. It's such is the way of existence. Well, I'm sure it'll be all right. Ugh, gravel. Who put gravel in this game? Am I right? Who took my beautiful who took my beautiful friend gravel and put it into this game as and put into this game as the worst block? IRL gravel is so good. Love IRL gravel. Why could it not? Why did they have to make it cringe in game? I feel like that's the real question that we should be asking. Is why did they cringe the gravel? Why did they do that? Who gave them permission? Who gave them the right to cringe the gravel? This is a travesty. I think it's a travesty. Okay. I think that this room has been completely excavated at this point, which means I think it's time to move on to this tunnel. But also, unfortunately, I think that means that it's the end time of the stream, because I have some things that I gotta get going on. So, okay, it's 4 o'clock. That's perfect, actually. Thank you everyone so much for coming to this stream. I hope you had a good time. I was not expecting to be in the mines again, but here we are. Yep, that's how it's going. I'm gonna go ahead and leave things off here. So if you're staying on Twitch, go find someone cool to watch. If you're leaving Twitch, go find something cool to do. Everyone take care of yourselves, drink water, take your meds, get some sleep, don't get sick, and I will be back perhaps on Monday. I will let you guys know on Discord if it doesn't happen, because I realized I might have an appointment I have to make on Monday. Shut up, Windows. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on the Discord. If I don't have that appointment on Monday, then I will be streaming because I miss you guys over the weekend. Love you guys lots, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, specifically by Mr. Maluk, by Colas, by Corvigate, by everyone else, bye-bye.